Okay. G'day everyone, and welcome back. This is what I've done so far now, guys. And what I've done is, once I've got the concrete or enough concrete together, I put all these foundations down, and I decided to put the actual storage to this side because I seem to favour this side, getting into the workshop from this side. I know it's actually easier to get it from this side, but for some reason I've always prefer to go through here and then chop everything off or pick things up. So yeah, I decided to put the storage bins here. And what's going to happen is these storage bins are getting ingots. The reason why they're getting ingots is because what I've done is I've changed the actual portable mine or miners. Let me get to a closer one. Hang on, where's the closer one? Here. Oh, here. Now, no matter what resource I'm getting, right, I've got a miner, stage 1, and at the moment this is pumping out 30 per minute, and it's pushed through here, and we're getting 30 ores, and we're getting out 1 ingot every 30 minutes, or 30 per minute. And what I've done is I powered them. Now, when you're running power, right, you more or less have to, early stages, you have to more or less plan that because of each of these things have got only 4 connections allowed. What you have to do is you have to sort of think, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plop one of these lines here, and then I'm going to have put a feeding one for 3 extra. Now, if you know you're going to add more, you put another loop, and so forth and so on. And also what you're doing is you're feeding one line to all the machines, or let me just start again. And what I'm trying to do is I am making one line that feeds all my miners. And the reason why I do that is because, and also I'm going to run a line when I start putting manufacturer machines behind here and all around behind here. I've already done a fair few plates, but I'm going to do a crap ton more. And what's going to happen is I'm going to run these conveyor belts, every one of them, all the way to the back, all the way to this way. I might have to get a chainsaw when I get around to the chainsaw, cut these down if they get in the way, because it looks like they may interfere. And what I'm going to do is then I'm going to do all the manufacturing here, and what happens is they'll be going, the conveyor belts then will return sort of up above them, the manufacturing things, and the conveyor belt will run up high up and then into individual containers, and each container will hold a resource. And eventually I'm going to have enough containers for what you see here. I'm going to have a container, well, not for these ingots. I'm not going to worry about ingots. For the time being, I'm worrying about it. But I'm going to have iron plates, iron rods, screws, reinforced plates, wire, cable, and then I'm not going to worry about the biomass because I'm only going to use that early, and concrete, right? And as things progress, you'll get more and more ingredients, and each ingredient will produce more and more end products. And what I'll do is I'll end up putting storage units around this whole little hub, and everything that feeds into these storage units will be manufactured around it. The reason why I've got storage units around this hub is so I don't have to move around too far, searching around here, there and everywhere where the storage units are. So what happens is that when I organise this, see these belts, how they're feeding in there, feeding in these things? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to run all these a little bit further away, and each of these belts are going to be split at this section here once we get the conveyor splitters. So it'll split, and then the ingots will go into, well, not the ingots, but a product will end up going into a storage unit, and then there'll be the, say the ingots, let's say we need to produce pipes and plates. What you do is you split it up, and then you send off these ingots to produce plates, or 2 units, one to produce plates, one to produce the pipes. And then because there's screws that made from pipes, there's going to be an extra one, so it'll be an extra split. That'll, again, so that we'll end up having plates